of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope, the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope, the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the high school of bill, ain't nothing just to heal. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope, the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope, the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Denver Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out in his third season from UCLA, a former 10th overall pick, Josh Rosen.
It's easy to see the big-time arm. It's also easy to see the pinpoint accuracy and delivery. But how about his footwork as well? An amateur tennis player, that honed what he can do in the pocket, his ability to slide and move away from pressure and be able to find receivers open downfield.
The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The 29-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And shedding through the tackle.
The Titans
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his 3rd season now from Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson. From the quarterback position, the most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year at Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick in the first round. The last guy to do that at Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Number 4.
Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well. On second down, it's Davis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. A first down carry for Davis. And brought down
down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll run on first down. It's Davis. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and 12. Jackson gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Incomplete.
Rosen
got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
48-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup. I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Rosen will throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Brought down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They keep it with Davis on first down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Carried by number 4.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. On the run, it's Davis. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Again, the ball carrier.
On first down, Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought him down.
On second down, Davis. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Jackson on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10.
Rosen to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. This is Hamler on the receiving end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos nothing.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On the carry, it's Davis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 35-yard line.
Davis. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Again, the ball carrier. The tackle by Draymond Jones.
Davis will try to run for it. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Carry for the running back.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Alvin Smith there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure, On the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Now this, Charles, the final game of the return to football weekend 2020, but we'll be right back at it in 3 days from now. Thursday night football, Cincinnati and Cleveland. No love lost between those two. A good one in the AFC North. Thursday, 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Melvin Gordon.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. To throw is Rosen. And that is incomplete here.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And now it's Rosen looking. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Gabriel Davis
with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their team. This challenge was initiated by the guys in the...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Lightning speed there from the safety, Devin McCourty, on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Jackson now down around his goal line. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Rosen. He'll get this one to Patrick. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rosen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
A gain of 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Jackson on 1st down. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
Jackson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
2nd and a yard.
This is Davis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Ball carried by
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Davis. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Jackson's pass complete to number 5. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will make this a 19-point game. K.J. Hamler returning it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Denver's offense ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
25 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got a 1st down past the 30. On the slant, completes to Sutton. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught by Judy. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Rosen off the play action.
Into the hands of Patrick left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Again, it's Rosen. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So the Broncos coming out now. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. He completes this to Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
7-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mike three. Combo 5. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
Rosen's pass.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They begin with a run by Davis. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Titans.
They'll run with Davis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Davis now. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Davis. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Here's Davis, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead. Will swell by 1 more.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hey, check back the line, check back the line. Oh, you got deep?
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Looking sideline, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike three.
Rosen to throw again. Able to get this to Gordon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Kaepernick looking to throw. That's complete to Davis. Past the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run with Davis. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Another try for Davis. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard
Denver's offense ready to go again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and that'll bring up second down.
Devin McCourty there defensively.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One final shot here for Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40. The 20, 10, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight,
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Watching me bow, as soon as I snap, hit of the pad, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. Caught the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. In zone, go. Caught the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. You're grinding that, you know.